My name is Patrick Odhiambo, part of the customer success team at VMware. I help customers every day drive business value out of the investments they've made. And hybrid cloud is something we talk about with our customers on a daily basis. So I'm really happy that I got the chance to speak to all of you here today about hybrid cloud and share how we can all accelerate to a digital customer-first strategy. But before I begin, I want us to picture this image right in front of us. If you don't remember anything I've said today, please remember this picture here right in front of us. So, CIOs, imagine the life of a CIO with a lot of technical debt, legacy hardware, and a number of contracts that they need to maintain. But one thing most of them can proudly say is, I'm glad I avoided that cloud lock-in, right? I know there are a few CIOs in this room. Are you all glad you avoided that cloud lock-in? So I'll just like us to zoom out a bit. I'll come back to that image at the end of my presentation. I'd like us to zoom out a bit and look at some of the some of the disruptions that the financial services industry has faced over the last few years. There's been quite a number of disruptions. So from the pandemic, and then we've heard a lot about some of these disruptions today. There's been the changing demographics in what customers expect. Like, for example, several years ago, you'd see us all queuing in banks in the morning, wanting to pay school fees for our kids or to pay bills. That doesn't happen anymore. So customers want to be able to access their finances anywhere, anytime, right? Then on top of that, we have fierce competition from some of the fintechs here in the room, and also from the big tech companies. I'm sure you've heard that Twitter mentioned a few days ago that they're entering the payment space. There's been other big tech companies also entering the payment space. And then there's also the constantly changing and escalating cyber security attacks, which we heard about today. So I'll give an interesting story. A few days ago, or a few weeks ago, I found myself driving along the streets of Nairobi with a police officer who was doing their policing work. So during that interesting drive, the police officer got a call from one of her friends. And she was like, I've lost a lot of money from my account. And they were trying to ask the police officer how they can be assisted to get their money back. So they had lost the money through an internet banking transaction, which they had not registered for, according to them. But somehow, they lost that money in their account. So I won't mention the bank, but it's something that you hear a lot today. It's an ever-growing concern for customers. And on top of all those disruptions, banks still need to deliver a digital customer-first experience. So what does this mean? I should be able to apply for a loan at the comfort of my home. Like I said earlier, I should be able to pay my bills at the comfort of my home or even right here. I don't need to go to a bank. And we did a survey about this to several IT leaders. And from this survey, we found out that 87% of IT leaders agree that modernizing the app portfolio improves the customer experience. I think you all also agree to that. And then also during the same survey, 79% of them agreed that improving customer experience is tied to revenue growth. So while still addressing all these disruptions, there's still the challenge we saw earlier at the beginning of the legacy IT, which is holding back most financial services from being able to deliver that digital first experience to their customers. Then there's also the challenge of skill sets. Security and compliance, an ever-growing concern, which eventually leads to us not being able to deliver services to the market fast enough. So during the same survey, we asked a second question: how many different public clouds, private clouds, stroke data centers, and edge environments do you build, manage, run applications in today? So at that point, it was 4.4, but they saw it growing, increasing to around 59% in the next 3 years. So the complexities are also growing in our environments as we try and address all these disruptions and provide the experience that customers want. And it's important to have the right foundation that helps address these complexities. So this is where it's important to have a hybrid cloud strategy. What does a hybrid cloud strategy mean? It's being able to get the best of your on-premises, public cloud, private cloud, edge, telco, without disrupting any of your existing infrastructure. So that means that if you want to develop a new app on the cloud, whether cloud native or on the traditional infrastructure, you should be able to do that seamlessly, providing an consistent experience across wherever the application lies. Then on top of that, it's important to address security, not as an afterthought, but as part of the foundation for your hybrid cloud strategy. So this allows your developers to be able to create the environments for running the applications, self-provisioning. It also allows you to work with both traditional and cloud-native applications. And with that strategy, it unlocks a lot of opportunities and potential for us all. So we are able to drive agility and revenue for new opportunities, deliver great experiences for our customers, which is very critical nowadays, and also protect our reputation from cyber threats and attacks, realize new efficiencies of scale and automation, and deliver services and applications faster, easily adapting to technology and innovation. A hybrid cloud strategy delivers a lot of benefits for us all, allowing us to be more agile, because I had somebody talking about agile today. It's important for us to be agile and be able to address the customer's needs, which I had somebody mentioning that fintechs are doing a lot. So it allows us to be more agile in creating solutions that address and make us a customer-first organization. So there are 5 key pillars that allow you to successfully deliver a digital fast banking. Number 1 is modernizing the infrastructure and applications. So this has several benefits: reducing costs. It allows you to modernize your core banking systems so that it can be more agile to the changing demands of your customers. Then it also allows new business models and growth, allowing you to deliver an exceptional customer experience and empowering a distributed workforce, which allows you to attract also talent. So nowadays you find that people want to work from anywhere. And finally, protecting your bank data and trust and consumer data. So it's very important for us to be able to produce a digital customer-first experience. And why this is important, I think Janet mentioned it earlier today around financial inclusion. It's important to remember where we come from as a continent and a country in terms of financial inclusion. Being able to provide these services to everyone in the country unlocks so much opportunities and potential for all of us, allowing us to have a larger impact to the society right now and even to the generations that are coming in the future. So that's why it's important for us to continue this innovating agilely and growing, ensuring that we're able to provide these services to everyone. So I'd like to take you back to the image I started with. I believe that if we are able to implement this, then we should be able to address some of the concerns CIOs have by using hybrid cloud as the foundation to accelerating your digital first strategy. So thank you, everyone. I don't know if there's anyone who has any questions. If there's no question, then all good. Thank you.